guys, we are live. A little less than 20 minutes on the clock. This is a no reserve, and what's in my hand right now is one of the most iconic silhouettes in all of pilot watches. This is the IWC Pilot's Watch Chronograph. This is reference IW377709. 43 millimeters, stainless steel case, black dial, black calfskin strap. This is in very good, excellent pre-owned, and this one comes with papers, card, and IWC travel box, not just the standard packaging, the actual travel case that IWC builds for taking this watch on the road. We are starting here at $3,200, no reserve, 18 minutes to go. So let's get into why this watch has earned the reputation that it has. Can you guys hear me okay? Looks like we have 8 people on, 9 people on. So IWC, which stands for International Watch Company, out of Switzerland. It was founded in 1868 by an American engineer, Florentine Jones, who crossed the Atlantic specifically to merge American manufacturing precision with Swiss watchmaking tradition. Genuinely unique founding story in this industry. You don't really hear about that. But the Pilot's Watch line has its own separate legacy worth knowing. IWC's Pilot Watch lineage goes back to 1936, when the company first supplied chronographs to the Portuguese Air Force. And that legacy really crystallized a few years later into the iconic Big Pilot's Watch, a genuine tool built for aviators who needed total reliability at altitude, not just jewelry on their wrist. Really cool piece. I'll say, I've been in the watch industry for 8-9 years now. I never really liked IWC because online it kind of just looked like, it's just a basic watch. But once you have one, you get it. Once you feel one, you get it because it's so readable, it's so tough, it has everything you need in a watch, and it's just a perfect daily. This is a great watch you can go to dinner in, but it's also a watch you could work out with, and you don't really have to worry about it. It's very tough, and you don't have a lot of watches like that for under $5,000. Now with this specific piece, because the dial layout here is genuinely very well thought out. Black dial with luminescent hands and hour markers, full Arabic numerals, built for legibility, day and date displayed in the window at 3 o'clock. The chronograph layout is classic IWC. A large central chronograph seconds hand, a 30-minute counter at 12 o'clock, and 12-hour counter at 6 o'clock. And at 9 o'clock, there's that small red seconds hand. That's actually a functional detail, not just, styling. That red hand tells you at a glance that the watch is running normally, and then you obviously have the chrono, so chrono runs through here, and we can just press this top button to start it, and that will activate the separate timer. You have scratch-resistant sapphire crystal with anti-reflective coating on both sides. Protects the dial so you get clarity from nearly any angle, indoors and outdoors. The movement inside this thing, you have IWC's caliber 79320, I believe, a self-winding automatic movement with a 44-hour power reserve, 25 joules beating, and there's a detail that matters more than people realize. This movement has a soft inner case providing real protection against external magnetic fields. Most mechanical watches can get knocked out of accuracy by a strong magnet near your phone, or if you're flying a lot, your laptop, your fridge. This one is genuinely shielded against that. You have water resistance up to 60 meters. So splash, rain, not a dive watch, but more than enough for daily life, because chances are you're not going 60 meters with this, or any watch really. 14 minutes to go. And as you've seen the chrono go around, you can see the subdial minute up here go from 0 to 1. And that goes all the way around to 30. Once it hits 30, you now have the hour subdial down here. And that'll go up to 12 hours. And you can reset that of it at any time, of course. Looks like we got 17 people on here. Brad from Risk Game Miami. Travel case and papers. 2022 on this one. Oh, sorry, 2019 on this one. I had to double check. Was thinking of another piece. 2019 on this one. Now let's talk condition on this, and I will get out my loop so you can genuinely see how clean this thing is. Let me show you. Let me focus on this. So this is in amazing condition, and now you can really see this dial. It's very legible. You could be doing anything, riding a bike or motorcycle, look down at your watch and know exactly what time it is because it's so legible. Even at night, it's very, very easy to read. And that's why we love IWC. It's a great daily watch. This is mint pre-owned. So the bezel, the glass is clean. This is a clean watch. It hasn't had a hard life. You have the card, the certificate of authenticity, full papers, IWC travel box. This exact reference trades regularly in the 3,700 to 5K range on the secondary market with an average of 4,400. So somebody is getting a great deal if it landed here at 3,200. I believe my last one I sold at 4,300. So we're quite a bit far off with that. There's a big gap, but that's okay. No matter what, somebody's going to get a great deal on this, I feel. Take this back off. No reserve on this. That means wherever we land is where we land. And that red seconds hand is so cool. It's there to show the watch is running normally. Real instrument watch thinking. Again, on the inside of this, you have a soft iron inner case, which means this movement is protected against magnetic fields. That's not a small detail on a watch you wear every day, you know, around phones, laptops, flying. Very cool. "44-hour power reserve." So if you take it off, you know, on the weekend, on Friday night, it's still running Monday morning if you put it back on then. "9 minutes to go." The card, the booklets and papers. Is it blurry here? Can you guys see okay? Yeah, I might have been a little bit too close. Sorry about that. Unfortunately, with this stream, Grailsy's live stream doesn't really allow any type of focus. So it's basically right here, you can see it, and I can't zoom in. If I get too close, then it becomes blurry. Like that's a little too blurry. But if I have a external loop, then it kind of helps. Yeah, it was too close. Sorry about that. So the last 8 minutes, and along with this, I want to mention something here because it matters beyond tonight. My name is Brad Baldwin. I own Risk Game Miami, and I've been doing this for 8-9 years, which you could say is relatively a baby in this industry because a lot of guys have been, handed it from their parents. They've been in this 20-30 years. But when you buy from me, you get the standard 6-month warranty through this platform, of course, but you also become a client of mine for life, not just for this watch, but for every watch you own or obtain going forward, whether it's from me or not. So here's what that actually looks like in practice. 5-10 years from now, you get a watch or you've had a watch for 10 years, any watch, and it needs servicing. A typical service center is going to charge you full retail pricing for that. So on a chronograph like this, that can run $1,200-$1,500. And if you think about that, if this watch goes for $3,200, $4,000, paying $1,500 for a service is kind of painful, right? When you're my client, though, my watchmakers will service this piece at cost. Not at a slight discount, but I'm giving it to you at my cost because this relationship doesn't end when the auction ends tonight. I want to be the person you call in 5 years, 10 years, whenever any piece in your collection needs attention. So I do think that's very valuable, and it's something to think about when you buy a piece. And this is a great one to do it with. Incredibly readable. One of my favorite IWC is a Pilot. It's either got to be a black dial or sometimes a green dial for me. I prefer the black just because you can wear this with anything. You can do anything with this. You can go to dinner, you can go to work, you can even work out with this, and it's going to be tough and it's still going to look good. So I think the cheapest one of these you can get right now online is a little over 4K, but it's a little beat up. So this is definitely a better example as far as condition. Definitely a nice piece. Again, you have the day, you have the date, you have a full chrono here. The movement, you have IWC's caliber 79320. It's a self-winding automatic movement with a 44-hour power reserve, 25 joules. This movement has a soft inner case providing very real protection against external magnetic fields. So you don't have to worry about this becoming magnetized, next to your phone or on a flight or going through security like with other watches. And water resistant comes in at 60 meters. So, splash, rain, a little bit of a swim, it's fine. Nobody's going beyond 60 meters with a watch anyway, let's be honest. So These are great for that. And we are sitting at 3,200 down to the last 4 minutes. Great IWC travel case, papers, card. And no reserve means no reserve. So there's no floor with this. Wherever this lands is what it's selling for. Someone's getting a great deal because you're not going to get a Pilot for $3,200 anywhere else, even without the papers or even without the box. Like this is as good of a deal as you're ever going to get. 2019 runs perfectly, of course, because I wouldn't be selling anything that didn't run perfectly on here or at all. When you buy from me, you become a client for life. So any watch you have in the future, if you have a watch that needs servicing 5 years from now, 10 years from now, I got you covered. It'll be at cost. I won't upcharge you at all. And that matters if you don't live in a big city with lots of watchmakers, because in Miami, you know, I have a watchmaker for every brand that I prefer. But if you're in Michigan or the Midwest or a smaller town and you only have 1 or 2 watchmakers within 30 minutes of you, they're going to charge you more, a lot more, because you don't really have a choice. So, and they're a little bit more limited in how fast they can get things done. So this is a little bit different, a little bit of a better relationship when you buy from me. Let's go ahead and reset this chrono. So I'm going to put this loop back on so you can see. Let's see. Get a little bit closer. There you go. You should be able to see that. Now, if I press this top button, it stops this chrono right here. And as I press the bottom, this will go back to 0. Also, the minute hand will go back to 0, and it'll just fly back there. Perfectly like that. Of course, you have the day and date at 3, Sunday, the 28th. The seconds hand is at 9, and the chrono subdials are at 12 and 6. Very readable. Let me also, now that we're getting into the final minute, I want to show you how it looks under low light. So let's show off the green, show off the Superluminova. Check that out. So now you can see how it looms at night. Very beautiful, very easy to read. Very cool. Cool, and we're at our last 30 seconds. So let's see if someone takes us home for 3,200. Oh, it looks like we got another bid in at 3,300. Either that's it, or, you know, we might have started a little bit of a bidding war since this thing is at a very low price right now. Such a cool watch, such a perfect daily. Again, 44-hour power reserve. MSRP on this is almost 6K, so you're getting, you know, almost a 50% discount. And compared to the pre-owned comps, you're getting about $1,000 discount, plus this is cleaner. So let's see where we land. Have we landed at 3,300? Looks like we have. Awesome. So congrats to who just got this at 3,300. I think that's below my cost actually. So you did well, whoever got that. We'll keep in touch. I'll be shipping this off tomorrow for you. And yeah, I hope you really enjoy this piece. It's a great piece. So I have another live for you guys here in an hour with a different brand. Brad from Risk Game Miami. I believe we have an Omega Speedmaster coming up next. Full set box and papers. You really won't want to miss that one if you're looking for any type of Omega. It really is such a nice piece. This is amazing as well. Can't wait for the buyer to receive it. You're going to love this thing. I'm Brad from Risk Game Miami, and I will see you guys on the next one.